Well, certainly we live in the best place in the world as far as I'm concerned, and I've spent over 20 years travelling extensively worldwide. However, one thing I realise, and I'm sure most people do, we've probably got the worst government. And at the moment we are at a low point in the Gold Coast. It is quite a negative outlook, and the challenge for the next mayor is to be able to reverse that. And it is a huge task. There is a lot that has to be done. I'm taking a very technical approach to this, and the first thing we've got to sort out is the council. My policy is for complete council restructure, first time in 15 years. That will involve an independent audit to start off with, but following that it needs actually a management consultancy study, so auditors don't actually restructure. So a professional management consultancy firm from the private sector is needed to go through so that we can get the efficiencies to reduce operational costs, reduce rates and charges. This council is running way over per capita averages compared to Brisbane and Sunshine Coast, like about more than $250 million a year. So the council is certainly not being well managed from a financial point of view. My background is in the corporate sector. That's where I cut my teeth. Banking and finance. I had close on 17 years experience, ended up working with the world's largest bank, and I was a state manager for the auto finance division and sat on a range of national projects which I consulted on. I've had 20 years experience in Asia, and let me tell you, doing business in Australia is going to be one of the hardest places in the world. So I understand and I see the contrast of what it's like to do business in Asia compared to business in Australia. Hurdles and red tape is beyond what it should be, and it's having a negative and weighted effect. There are a lot of people on the Gold Coast, and spilling over into Brisbane more so now, that are really just hanging on by their fingernails. And we've got a Reserve Bank government that sits there with a high interest rate policy, a high dollar policy, that's sending people to the wall. And what are people doing about it? Nothing. And I spoke to Bob Catter about this week when he rang me, and he has the same viewpoint. Interest rates are just too high, and so is the dollar. Now, as far as stimulus back on the Gold Coast goes, there's a number of initiatives that I plan to introduce. I did start all the ideas on reefs 5 years ago, and I'm glad to see that's finally getting traction. One of the most important things that I will be talking about later this week is a transport and tourism hub for Southport. Today I'm launching a Gold Coast motor racing precinct. There are a whole range of initiatives that include sister city programs being revived, ambassador programs, tourism police, but most importantly we've got to get this economy back on track. We have to get the council charges down. We must get this economy rolling again, otherwise there'll be a lot of people going to the wall very quickly. The Commonwealth Games represents a fantastic opportunity to get the funding that we've missed out on for years, and my vision for the Gold Coast is very clearly, I've been around it all my life. It's the best place to be in the world. We've got to do a lot better with it.